Hello, how are you doing? Welcome along to FTUK's weekly catch-up live stream. And this week we are sponsored. We have a sponsor. We're sponsored by DXTrades and Devexa and Tech Signals as part of our really superb AI-themed week at FTUK. It's been an interesting week. There's been a few conversations that I've seen in Discord talking about it. A lot of experimentation with the new tools that we've had for everyone to try out within the community. And yeah, we're going to talk about AI today as well, a little bit as well. But there's other things that we need to talk about too. This is what we've got coming up on the menu for today. I'm going to talk about the trading contests that are going to be coming up in the next few weeks. The tech is nearly built for all of that, and it's time to start thinking about what that is going to look like. We anticipate it's going to be popular, and I understand why, so we're going to talk about it today. And then we're going to look in detail at the AI that we've been discussing all week, the Devexa AI assistant. And we've done a poll on YouTube and on Discord as well. I'm going to show the results of that, and we're also going to then do a demo of what I think is my favorite feature that I've found in Devexa. It is cool. It's very cool. And then finally, we will touch on a giveaway that we're going to have for non-farm payrolls next week. We do a really good non-farm payrolls, and it is growing in traction. So we've decided to do a giveaway of a few accounts for next week as well. And that's in conjunction with another big sort of like prop review type company. I can't name anything at the moment, but it's all going to be revealed in Discord throughout the course of the week. So that is what we're going to be doing. And speaking of Discord, as always, make sure that you head over to our Discord community, scan that QR code there. Sorry, that way around. Scan the QR code, go over to Discord and join in. There's over 5,000 members now, and our guys over there will do a superb job of looking after you. And that's usually the best place to get all of the latest information and the offers, and you'll meet like-minded people as well that are doing all the various things that they are doing. So yes, do get over to Discord and join in. Okay, right, let's start with contests. Now, this is a growing popular thing in the prop trading industry, and we are going to join everybody else as well, and we're going to be running a trading contest very soon at FTUK. We were hoping to get it run for October. It's probably going to be November, although I can't actually guarantee it. But all of the tech is pretty much sort of like nailed out. We're just testing it at the moment. So in the next few weeks, we're going to be opening the registration for the new contest, and it's going to run for a month-long period. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to just touch on all the various elements that are going to keep everybody occupied with that. If I just go over to my website over here, you'll see it there. It's not open yet, but what we can do is we can go through the different trading rules and all the different elements that are going to make up this particular contest. You can see it here. We've got $5,000 worth of cash prizes to give away every single month. It's going to be a very simple trading contest as well. It's not going to be a complicated, as complicated as some of the accounts that you'll find in the prop industry. We're going to keep things really simple and keep the prizes simple as well. The only thing to note at the moment with the trading contest is going to be limited in terms of numbers. It's not going to be open for everyone. So it's going to be on a first come first serve basis, but even then it's not going to be too much of a problem because we're going to run one every single month. So if you don't get in the first one, you'll be able to get in the December one and then the January one, etc. So you won't miss out ultimately, but it is going to be on a first come first serve basis, and the numbers will be limited. Exactly what they'll be, I don't actually know at the moment, but they will be limited, which is why we want to start talking about it now. So if you really do want to get involved, then you can obviously do that. So this is going to be the page that's we're going to be using to talk about that. And let's move on and look at the prizes. Everybody within the top 100 is going to win a prize. So if you don't necessarily make the most money throughout the trading contest, then you're still in with a good chance of getting something. And that in itself is pretty cool. The first prize is going to be a $2,500 cash prize for the person who makes the most money. You can pick that, or you can pick a trading computer setup that we've had put together for this. One or the other, it's entirely up to you. And then the second prize is going to be $1,500, and then you can get an iPad, you can get the cash, or you can get an iPad. You decide on what it is that you actually want. The third prize is just going to be a straightforward cash prize. That's going to be $1,000. And then from there, you're going to get a whole mix of different accounts. So the people that are placed in fourth place up to 10th, they're going to get a 100k two-step evaluation, which in itself is worth having because that's like $500 worth. So we've got like a whole, we've got 5 of those to give away, and then it just sort of like carries on from there. We're going to get 50k accounts on the two-step as well, 25k accounts, and then finally a load of 10k accounts at the bottom there. And then for everybody else up to 100, they're going to get a cash voucher for that they can use on some of the other accounts as well if they want to do that. So considering it's free to enter, so it really is worth having a go, because you stand quite a good chance, as long as you take your trading seriously, you stand quite a good chance of actually getting something out the other end. And we're going to be running it every single month as well, so that in itself is worth doing. What about the trading rules? Well, these are going to be super simple. We are not going to overcomplicate this at all. It's going to be a straightforward 100k starting balance. No stop loss. It will be mandatory as a result of that, but you will have the account protector 2%, because this is not a gamble. Yeah, it's about trading performance, and we are looking for people that can perform from a trading point of view. So we do need to have, so it's not like just because it's a contest we need to just throw risk management out of the window. That's not what's going on. But you're not going to need to put a stop loss on from a mandatory point of view like you will have to do with some of our other accounts. You get a generous 8% static drawdown. That's not going to be a trading drawdown. 30-to-1 leverage, so you're getting a generous amount of leverage as well. It'll be a choice of platforms, DX or Match, depending on which is your favored one of using. You're not going to be allowed to use EAs simply because of the fact that people do, and then they just they put themselves right at the front of the queue, and then they keep doing it over and over and over again, and it's not a fair playing field. So we're looking for people with skill, put it that way. So no EA trading. News trading, you will be able to use, you are allowed to trade across and throughout the various news events if that's part of your strategy. Profit target, obviously there's no profit target. Your profit target is to make the most so that you end up in first place. And then you're allowed to obviously hold overnight, and then you're allowed to hold over the weekend too. So it's worth having a go. Please do enter. Now, if you look in the description section of this video, you'll see that there is a link, and that link will take you to this registration page here. So if you do want to get involved at the point where we actually open the door for the first time, and you want to guarantee a place, then click on that link and register your email today. It's not registering for the competition. It's just basically kind of like knowing when it opens so that you can stand a chance of being first, as it were, so you can join the queue. It's this landing page here. All you need to do is pop your email address in there, in that box down there, and then you should be good to go. There'll be some stuff in the terms and conditions and FAQs and stuff, but yeah, we are anticipating that it is going to be pretty popular. So please do get involved. It should be a good addition to the various different things that we have to offer here at FTUK. Gosh, right. Okay, let's now talk about DXTrades and Devexa and tech signals and the AI week that we've gone through. You can't fail to notice we've had emails going out about it. There's been loads of videos on the various social platforms, and it's been interesting. It's been interesting to profile some of this new technology because, like it or not, AI is a technology that's going to change our lives in all sorts of ways. And there's no reason why that's not going to affect trading as well. And I genuinely believe that there are some good elements in it that we can all utilize from a trading point of view. So we had a week that was themed. We are sponsored by DX, who have built this AI tool. It's called Devexa. It will do quite a few different things for you. And we're going to have a little demo live. Hopefully so it's all going to work. A little demo live in the live stream. And I think it's been pretty successful. And I'm a fan of the tools. I have to admit, I am a fan of the tools. I don't think they're fully formed yet, which is fair enough considering that this is all completely brand new technology. But in terms of having an AI assistant work alongside you in your trading, I think there's a really, really strong use case for it. I really do. So yes, it's been really good to have the tools. You can use these tools as part of the offering that we have at FTUK, and that's still running over the weekend as well. So if you fancy having a go at it, then please do sign up for an account. You get a big discount, a 35% discount, and you can also then play around with the Devexa tool, which I'm going to show you in a second. But before we do that, we did run a poll throughout the course of the week on YouTube and also on Discord. I was hoping for a unanimous decision, but it's not. It's been really mixed. We asked a very, very simple question. Will AI make us better traders? Okay, I mean, I suspect it possibly won't over in the long term, but it's an interesting idea to just to get a gauge on where people's point of view is on AI when it comes to trading. On YouTube, it was a real even split between people who thought that it was not going to make us a better trader versus people who thought that it would. 43% each side, with 14% saying that it was too early to tell. I think I'm probably more in the camp of being it's a little too early to tell yet, because the tools aren't completely fully formed. But that's interesting to see that only 14% actually thought that it was still too early to tell. On Discord, however, it was completely the opposite. Most people think, no, it is far too early. 41% thought that it was too early, with only 22% of people on Discord thinking that AI itself will make us better traders. What do you think? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool. I think that it is still a little bit too early, but there are some videos, some interviews and podcast style videos on the YouTube channel now that you can go and watch and make your own mind up. We've profiled the tools. We've been playing around with them all week. And also you can decide. We spoke to James Maloney, the guy at Tech Signals, who built the engine behind the technical analysis tool. And it's a really good discussion on how hedge funds use AI and how that filtering process has come down to the retail space and what that's going to mean for retail traders. Yeah, definitely give those a watch. So we're going to do a demo of it if I can get all my ducks in a row and get it all working. There's always so many buttons in the live streams. I tend to go to town on a little bit. So to get involved in this, all you need to do is buy a DX account, which you can see. In fact, before we do the demo, let me just show you on the website itself where you can get access to, because we've had links all over the place. Let me just bring it up here. Bear with me a second. So if you go to there it is there. So if you go to the home page there, you can see at the top here, this DXTrade and Devexa banner right at the top. You get a 35% discount off a DX account, plus you get 2 free add-ons thrown into that as well. And then you get use of the Devexa AI tool for 7 days on a free trial. So you've still got time to do it. It's only going to run till Sunday, but you've still got time to have a play around with it, certainly in the crypto markets over the weekend. And that's the code there, DX35. You just use that at the checkout page and you should be good to go. However, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to do a quick demo of the Devexa tool live in the live stream, just to sort of play around with it, just to give people an idea of exactly what it will do if you've not seen it yet. Now, it's basically, it looks like a box, but the reason why it looks like a box is it's actually interchangeable on different platforms. And what that means is you don't have to have it on the DX platform at any point in time. It will work, I'm told, and I've not tried this myself, but it will work on a messaging app as well. So you can connect it to your Telegram app, or I think you can connect it to WhatsApp as well. So if you are used to doing stuff on there, you can use it in that capacity on your phone. So it will do all kinds of different things for you at the moment. So you can trade your DX account from there. So if I was to just type in by, I don't know, 0.01 euro dollar USD at market, I think that should allow me to, yeah, there you go. So you can see it there. So please confirm your request to place a buy or market order for 0.01 lots on the euro dollar at the current market price. So it understands what I'm trying to do. Now you think, well, what's the point of that on there? Because I could just buy it on there. Yeah, you're right, you can. You probably could just do that. However, if you were on Telegram and you're out and about, or you didn't have the app on your phone, or you weren't going to log in and you just wanted to go to your messaging app, there's a much faster way of doing it. So you can start to see that this becomes like a sort of like a trading assistant that allows you to function, to operate your account from a messaging app. That's different. That's new. So it is very, very, very cool. So let's just run this and let's just give it a go. So if I just hit confirm on there you go. And there it is. It works. So it's opened a position now on my DX platform. I think you can close that as well. So if you can go to close positions. Yeah, close all positions. It's giving me the options there. Close all positions, confirm. And there you go. It's done it. It's closed it as well. How cool is that? It's cool that you can do that kind of thing just from your text messaging app. I've never seen it quite like that before. So that in itself is really a useful feature. Now, there's also other elements in here as well. What Devexa will do is it will slowly get used to how you are trading and operating your account. And what it will do is it will learn that type of behavior and it will start to refine your news feed. So the news feed that you get presented with every day when you log in, the RSS feed that comes in, it will start to tailor itself around how you like to work as a trader. It will cover the markets that you are interested in. It will cover the asset classes and the types of news that pertain to the types of ways that you trade. I've never seen that before. A kind of like a tailored, aggregated news feed. And people that have known me from other places as well will know that I'm really into my fundamentals. So that is I've never seen anything that's quite as refined as that. Now, I've not actually tailored this one because these are just demo accounts that I've had set up for the purposes of doing the live streams and stuff like that. But so I'm not active. I've not got like a big history to share with you that this is going to learn from. So it's giving me quite a generic feed there at the moment. But I like the idea that you could get something that's tailored to you. The final thing that I just want to touch on is this technical analysis tool. And this is what I spoke to James about from Tech Signals. They are the third-party developer because this is all kind of like it's like a platform that they've opened up for third-party developers to build plugins for it. So James from Tech Signals, they've built this technical analysis tool which will literally take any chart whatsoever that you can find, drop it in there, and it will break the entire thing down for you. This is the really impressive stuff, and this is worth getting an account just so you can have a play around with this over the next few days. It really is very, very impressive. So we're going to do a live demo of this. You can get access to it here when you hit technical analysis. It should bring up something there and show you how it's all going to work. Now, what you can do is obviously you can it's connected to DX, so we can use any of these charts in DX. But that's only half the story. What becomes really interesting is when you go to if you were operating a DX account, but you like your charting on TradingView or a MetaTrader, maybe you're a MetaQuotes trader and you like that, but you want to use that chart where you've got all your analysis on your indicators and your support and resistance, your trend lines, all that stuff. Doesn't matter. This is independent of that. So you can pick one of those charts up and you can drop it in here and it will still work. I've never seen that. It's very, very impressive. And also as well, you can do that with MetaTrader, TradingView, and you're not limited to just the platforms as well. It could be that you're following a trader on Twitter that you really, really like, and you want to get his take on it, and you just grab the chart, drop it in there, and it will do the job for you. So we're going to have a look at that, and we're going to have a try of it. Now, I did a video on socials this week where we did it with TradingView. And somebody jumped into the YouTube straight away and said, will this work for MetaTrader? Of course, yeah, it will work for MetaTrader. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it with MetaTrader. Let me bring up my MT4 platform here in front of us here. So you can see that there. This is a demo MT4 account. And I've just got the dollar against the yen here. This is a 15-minute chart. I don't know. I've got some indicators on here as well. So I've tested this with DX already. I've tested it with TradingView, and now I'm going to test it with MetaTrader. So we've got an ADX here, two of my favorite indicators. We've got an ADX here, and we've also got an RSI, two of Wells Wilder's most amazing indicators. And we'll also throw a Fibonacci on here as well, just because we've got quite a nice swing. So we've retraced in the dollar-yen market. The yen's got a little stronger over the last day or so, and we're now just around halfway back on this move. Okay, so I've got my information there. Now, all I need to do is take a screen grab of it. Let's see if I can do that. Take a screen grab of the whole thing. I'm going to be a bit generous with this. I'm going to give it all of the information. Make sure I've got my time scale in and I've got my prices in as well. So it's all there. So I've taken the screen grab. All I need to do now, if I head back over to Devexa, is drop it in. Now I'm going to help it out. I'm just going to tell it dollar yen. And that's it. Stick it in there. And it says there at the bottom is accepted the chart. Remember, this is a MetaTrader chart. This is not DX. It's not TradingView. This is just a very old school meta quotes charts from MT4. It's taken that, it's processing it as an image, and it says you've got to wait for 4 seconds. Well, I mean, that's fair enough, given that the technology has got to decipher the whole thing and then analyze it and then deliver the result back for me. So that is absolutely fine. But if you start to think of the capabilities of what this would allow you to do, the time that it would save you, it really is astronomical. So there it is. It's done the whole thing for you. I can't stop smiling when I see this because I am so impressed. It knows that it's a 1 hour time frame. It knows it's dollar yen. Obviously, I helped you with that. I told it was dollar yen. This analysis covers the dollar against the yen currency pair on a 1 hour time frame. The chart includes several technical indicators and annotations such as Fibonacci retracement level, ADX and RSI. They will be analyzed to provide a comprehensive view of the asset's technical outlook. Now, there's a lot of text here, and that's fine. That's okay this is early doors on this. But if you imagine the possibilities of what this would allow you to do as a trader, I mean, just say, for example, that your strategy is based on scanning lots and lots of different charts. So you wake up in the morning, you 50-minute time frame, you analyze 20 different currency pairs, 3 or 4 different indices, the commodity markets as well. You pick the charts up, you drop them in, and it just gives you all the text. You could take this text, read it, digest it, devise your own plans with it. You could even take the text, put it into ChatGPT, and give it some other instructions to do something else with it to give you help you make a decision. It's absolutely outstanding. So it obviously knows where all the fib retracement levels are, so we know where that information is. It's obviously given us the ADX readings as well, and the RSI, so we know we're slightly over 30 at the moment on the RSI. Price movements, it's given us some context on what's been happening with the price. Here is where it starts to get really, really interesting. It's given us the support and resistance areas that are going to be important. The fib level, the 50% halfway back area, of course, that's an important area of support. Also where the current resistance would be, where those key levels are going to be, and then it starts to give us an idea of bullishness and bearishness. Now, it's not in a position where, I think really from a regulatory point of view, where it's going to say, this is where you're going to buy and this is where you're going to sell. But anyone that's interested in trading that is a decent prop trader is already got an idea of what they want to do anyway. So the point is that this becomes your wingman. It becomes your assistant. It becomes your double check. And that is something I've never seen before in any tools or any indicators or anything before. And using the power of AI to give you that objectivity, that's new. And that's what makes the AI so exciting from a retail trading perspective. So let's look at the bullish case here. Support at 50%. If the price holds above the 50% fib, it could indicate potential reversal and move back towards the 23.6. The ADX value of 28 suggests a moderately strong trend. So it's starting to decipher the strength of ADX in context with where we are in the Fibonacci. You see how it's gluing these pieces together? Now, it's going to give us a bearish case as well, which is obviously going to say the opposite, probably because it's going to cover its own back. But this is the bit that I really, really like. It gives you a projection or a sense of understanding where we are short term, medium term, and long term. So over the next couple of days, it's saying neutral to bearish. Given that the recent drop and the RSI approaching the oversold levels, it's leaning more towards the bearish case over the next couple of days. Medium term, bullish. Which is 1 to 2 weeks. If the price holds above the 50% fib level and the ADX continues to show strength, then the medium-term outlook could turn bullish. Now, what's really interesting about this is just, it didn't know that I was giving it ADX beforehand. So it's taken its understanding of ADX and given me something that relates to where the price action is with the Fibonacci. That's the artificial intelligence stuff. So it's only going to do what I tell it to do. Now, something that James said in the podcast on the YouTube channel, And he was absolutely right. He said, the difficulty is the ambiguity, because if I start throwing Fibonacci levels all over the place, or I start drawing stupid trend lines, which are absolutely bear no relation to anything, and they're not even like an amateur's guesswork, they're just nonsensical. This machine, this tool, will give me an answer which will be completely ludicrous. So the point is that you're only going to get what you put in. So if you take your trading seriously and you do serious work with your analysis, it will help you, no question. If you give it a lot of rubbish, it's not going to be able to decipher all of that for you. So you could argue that that is a limitation. But then again, if you're looking for something to help you in your trading, it doesn't necessarily mean say that this is going to trade for you. You've probably got your own strategy, but you use this in the same way that you may go onto your favorite Discord community and you ask your buddy, or you post a chart and you say, what do you think of my trade? You can use that as a sort of like a backstop to help you understand what you're doing. I've never ever seen that before. It's very, very cool. Unique opportunities in terms of where that could be. Now, this is interesting that it leans more towards, for the short term, what was it on the long-term neutral? This is the bit that I noticed. Long-term neutral for over 1 month. Long-term outlook remains neutral until a clear trend is established. Now that's interesting, because if you go back to, bear in mind we only give this a 1 hour. If you go back to MetaTrader now, this is interesting. Anyone who knows their ADX will know that if I now step up a couple of time frames, I go to a daily, look at the ADX. Look at the ADX under 25. Well, anyone who knows the ADX will know that under 25, we have not got a strong trending market. So this has moved into a sideways range. So bear in mind that the Devexa tool did not know that daily time frame picture. I only gave it the hourly. The ADX is agreeing with a relatively sideways neutral looking market, as in a non-strong trending market. Over the next couple of months. Well, that's a daily time frame. That gives you that. So actually, yeah, it's worked. It's done a really, really amazing job of deciphering the information that I've given it, and actually giving me something that's actually useful for a change, rather than just a measurement based on a mathematical calculation, which is obviously what most indicators, or even clever indicators, are only ever going to give you. It's a real game changer. It's amazing. I think it's a very cool tool. So you bear in mind that you could have this on your phone. You could give it a chart from your mobile as well. The flexibility and the possibilities are endless. I mean, you could throw all kinds of stuff into this as a tool, and it could help you in a whole myriad of different ways. Yeah, I think it paints a very interesting picture moving forward into the future, and we're very lucky at FTUK to have been able to bring this to the community. You've still got time as well. If you fancy having a play around with this, head over to the website, grab yourself a DX account, and try it out for yourself over the weekend. Throw some charts in and see what information you can get out of it. Test the edges, test the envelope, and see what you think. It may not. I think it's fairly certain to say that it's not fully decided yet. No doubt this will evolve, but within 12 months, most people are going to be finding some sort of a meaningful use case for AI going forward in the trading. It's going to change things. There's no question. It is going to change things. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, so thank you very much to DX and Devexa and Tech Signals for their support and sponsoring this week. We've had a really good time bringing this kind of debate and content to the community, and we'll look forward to seeing how things move on from here. Finally, last thing to just touch on is that next week it is non-farm payrolls. Next Friday, we're going to be moving into the month of October already, nearly at the end of the year. It's going to be Christmas before you know it, and that's 2024 done. We've got non-farm payrolls next week, next Friday. Please come and join us for that. We do an amazing job of non-farm payrolls, and we do get a lot of traction on YouTube. We cover it live. We've got an institutional squawk, so we get the numbers out very, very quickly indeed. Yeah, we do an amazing live stream around that, and I always enjoy doing it as well. So please come and join us next Friday live on YouTube. We'll send out emails and all about it during the week. And as part of that as well, we're going to be giving away 3 trading accounts to as part of the non-farms as well. That's been run with in conjunction with one of the big prop review sites as well. So it's good to have their support. So that's going to be all accessible through our Discord. So that's another good reason for joining our Discord community. Join the Discord community by scanning the code and getting involved. So that's going to be next Friday. That is it. That is everything for this week. Thank you very much to DXTrades and Devexa and also Tech Signals as well. And it's been a really interesting debate about the AI tools, and we look forward to seeing where that goes. Join us for non-farm payrolls next week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all